Is that her name? Johnny Gray, is it not?
Yes, it is. But you know what? You didn't say my name because nobody ever asks my name. They always ask me, as is tradition, who's your mom or who's your grandfather? Not who are you. Because that's who I am, it's who they are.
I'll agree with one thing, she's short. I'm Mel Bugs Toulou, a.k.a. the Red Rider. My dad was Theodore Roosevelt Toulou. My mom was Isabel Teresa Gendreau. Way back they said Gendreau. I'm a descendant of Chief Gendreau. I'm a Narrow Lakes. And I just want to make this kind of short. I retired from the Congo tribe, and I was very thankful for having the job, affording me the position. All the time I was there, I'm a psychology major. All the time I was there, I have watched micromanagement issues come up. This last thing that really jumped on me hard was this micromanagement and getting rid of this young lady who has degrees hanging in the trees. And it's just not right. The green-eyed monster has controlled us for a lot of years. We're all guilty of it in one sense or another. I was 21 years, and after service, I was gone almost 2 years. I was back at the agency, and someone walked up from the council and said, "How's your job going?" I've been gone for 2 years. Wow. I was in Spokane. I was on the lecture circuit for 12 years. And I done a keynote address, 400 and some people. And I came off, there was 4 council people there. You know what they said? "I didn't know you could do that." Anywhere from $350 to $1,500 an hour. Would they use me here? No. I'm an elder now. And I know the wisdom amongst elders because we've grown into it. I'm also a person who went to Chicago, Illinois in 1960. And I graduated from Washburn Trade School, Hotel Management. I'm a chef. That was my first trade. My second trade was I worked for the tribe, but I was a journeyman plumber. And I ran my own little business. So I knew how to run that small business. What I was really concerned about is that we, as tribal people, they tell me I'm an elder now, we as tribal people are guilty of laying back and watching somebody be elected in from the good old boy system for a lot of years. And one of the reasons that has happened is that because at one time we were very rich. We were rich people. You know, you could go and look in the coffers, it'd be over $200 million there. I've seen our operating budget go from $13 million to $38 million in the time that I was there. And in the same time, I've seen all of the resources go to hell. I've seen over the last thing, my brothers are loggers. I'm aware of what stumpage is and what the sales are and this type of thing. And to have to pay back $8 million for stumpage because there was no stumpage. And they logged anyway. There's no market. I got a real kick out of it. One of our representatives went to China, represented the logging thing, when there's no logs. Some of the folks have never been out there in the woods, like Joni said. It's terrible. it's getting worse all the time. But being guilty of laying back and letting things go like this, that's ours. And it's time to change. I was so excited when I seen this movement start.
Oh yeah.
Because I waited 25 years for this. And I was waiting for somebody to jump in there and take the ball. For a couple of reasons. I'm an old fart. Maybe not be here very long. My health hasn't been too good. There's a lot of old gray heads in here. It's really important that you young folks get your head in the game if you want to have a reservation. If you want to be Indian people, have a race of Indian people, get your head in the game. It's time to make that change. It's time that we start. I brought my son with me tonight. I'm going to try to bring young folks every chance I get. Almost had the hog time, but I needed the driver, and he loves his dad, so he's here. I had a number of things that I was really concerned about, but I think that was the main point, is that I'm all for it. And if I can help in any way, we'll go for it.
Comment and then I'll shut up. But at the Inchland meeting, we had the opportunity to have Joe Pacotas come up there because I was thinking about what Joan was talking about, the succession training, you know, executive management planning training for tribal members, to bring our tribal members up and be able to hold those positions, because those are the ones who have the vested interest in the tribes and whether we succeed or not. And there are a lot of great non-tribal members working for us, but that resolution, if I remember right, was back from my tarot days. I think it was passed in 1996, where there was supposed to be some secession training, and it has yet to happen. And Joe Pacotas came up, and he was working for the Kalispels, and they do have it in place. So he literally worked himself out of a job, and he gave a very good scenario on how they worked that out. And from the administrative communication meetings that were going on with our former executive director, that there were some really great plans in the works. I mean, they had come up with some plans, but now that's all stopped. And I kind of would like to hear from our former ED, Lynn Holder, on some of those plans and some of the forward movement positive ideas that were moving before all of a sudden just got cut off in 90 days.